Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. Today we're going to make this beautiful and very cute crochet heart keychain together. This keychain is worked by making two pieces and then we're going to attach them together and then attach a keyring to form a beautiful keychain. You can make one piece of this heart only and use that for decorating your crochet projects. Let's do that. We're starting with magic ring. To make a magic ring, place the yarn on these two fingers and hold that with my thumb. Now I'm going to wrap the yarn around two fingers, so go behind of the fingers and then go to the front of them and pass it over the first thread so that it forms an X in the front. Then again I'm going to go behind of the fingers and hold the working yarn between my ring and pinky fingers. Now I'm going to turn my hand to the back and insert the hook under the first loop, grab the second one and pull it through and then twist my hook. Now I'm going to make one chain, so grab the working yarn that held between these two fingers, go behind of that and pull it through this loop on the hook to create one chain. And now I can remove my fingers from the magic ring, and to make the magic ring a little bit smaller, we can pull this beginning tail and make that a little bit smaller. And now the way I'm holding the yarn, I'm just wrapping the yarn around my pinky from front to back and then place that at top of my index from back to front and hold the magic ring between my thumb and middle fingers. And now I'm going to start the first row. For the beginning of the work, we need 4 chains. And since we've made the first chain after working the magic ring, we need another 3 chains. So yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through, and yarn over, pull through. Now we have 4 chains in total. Now start first row, and for making the first row, we need to pull 4 loops through the second, the third, the fourth chain and then through the magic ring. So skip the first chain and insert the hook into the second chain between 2 loops of that, grab the yarn, pull up a loop and hold that on the hook. Again, go to the next chain, between 2 loops of that, pull a loop and hold that on the hook. Again, go to the next chain and pull a loop from that. And now go to the magic ring here and grab the yarn, pull it through, and now we have 5 loops on the hook. Now I'm going to grab the yarn, the working yarn, and pull it through these 2 loops, the beginning 2 loops on the hook, 1 and 2. Again, grab the working yarn and pull it through next 2 loops on the hook. One more time, grab the working yarn, pull it through the next 2 loops and repeat that work. Grab the yarn, pull it through these 2 loops, the last 2 loops on the hook. And row 1 is finished. Now for starting row 2, we need to make one chain. So place my thumb on this point and make one chain. Now for making this row, row 2, we need to pull up a loop through all of these loops, these horizontal loops, and then through the magic ring. So insert the hook into this loop, the back loop of the first chain, and pull a loop from that. Again, go to the next loop here, pull up a loop, pull a loop from the next loop, and pull a loop from the last loop. And after that, go to the magic ring and pull up a loop through that. Now we have 6 loops on the hook. Then I'm going to grab the yarn and pull it through the first 2 loops. Again, grab the yarn, pull it through next 2 loops. One more time, yarn over, pull through next 2 loops, yarn over, pull through the next 2 loops, and then yarn over, pull through the last 2 loops. Place my thumb on this point and yarn over and pull through the last 2 loops. Now I'm going to start next row 3 without chaining. Go under these horizontal loops and pull a loop from each of them. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And then pull a loop from the magic ring to have 6 loops on the hook. And now I'm going to grab the yarn, pull it through next 2 loops, and repeat that work 4 more times. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Row 3 is finished. For making next row, we're going to repeat same row. So we're going to pull up a loop from each of these 4 horizontal loops here. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then go to the magic ring and pull up a loop from that to have 6 loops on the hook. Yarn over, pull through first 2 loops, yarn over, pull through next 2 loops, and repeat that work 3 more times. 1, 2, and 3. Row 4 is finished. For making next row 5, we're going to repeat row 3 again. Pull a loop from each of first 4 loops. 1, 2, 3, and 4, and then pull a loop from the magic ring to have 6 loops on the hook, and yarn over, pull through first 2 loops, yarn over, pull through next 2 loops, 3, 4, and 5, and row 5 is finished. And after that we will repeat same row 3 2 more times to reach row 7. Now we're at the end of row 7. For starting next row 8, we need to make 1 chain. So yarn over, pull through to create 1 chain, and then we're going to pull up a loop from each of these 5 loops, the back loop of beginning chain and each of next 4 loops. So pull a loop from the first loop, pull a loop from the next loop, 3, 4, and 5, and then pull a loop from the magic ring. And now we have 7 loops on the hook. Yarn over, pull through first 2 loops, and repeat that work 5 more times. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And row 8 is finished. Start row 9 again with making 1 chain. Place my thumb on this point, make a chain, and then pull a loop from the same chain and from each of next 5 loops. And at the end, pull a loop from the magic ring, and now we have 8 loops on the hook. Yarn over, pull through first 2 loops, again yarn over, pull through next 2 loops, and repeat that work 5 more times. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Row 9 is finished. And now start row 10 with making 1 chain, and after that we're going to skip the same loop, the first loop, and this next loop, the second loop, and go to the third loop, pull a loop from that, and pull a loop from each of next 4 loops. 2, and then go to the magic ring and pull a loop from that to have 7 loops on the hook. Yarn over, pull through first 2 loops, yarn over, pull through next 2 loops, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through, and yarn over, pull through the last 2 loops, and row 10 is finished. Start next row, row 11, with making 1 chain again, and skip the first loop and the second loop, and then pull a loop from the third loop, pull a loop from the next loop, from the next, and from the last loop, and then go to the magic ring and pull a loop from that to have 6 loops on the hook, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, repeat that work 4 more times. 1, 2, 3, and 4, and row 11 is finished. Now for making next row, row 12, insert the hook into the first loop, the back loop of first chain, and pull up a loop from that, and pull a loop from each of next 3 loops. 1 and 2 and 3. Then pull a loop from the magic ring to have 6 loops on the hook, and yarn over, pull through first 2 loops, and repeat that work 4 more times. 1, 2, 3, and 4. For making next row, row 13, we need to repeat the same row. So pull a loop from the first loop, and from the second, from the third, and from the fourth loop, and after that pull a loop from the magic ring to have 6 loops on the hook, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, yarn over, pull through next 2, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through, and yarn over, pull through the last 2 loops, and row 13 is finished. And after that we will repeat this row, row 12, 3 more times to reach at the end of row 16. Now I'm at the end of row 16, and I'm going to start row 17 with making a chain, and then skip first loop, back loop of the same chain, and the second loop, and pull a loop from each of next 3 loops. 1, 2, and 3, and then pull a loop from the magic ring to have 5 loops on the hook, yarn over, pull through first 2 loops, and repeat that work 3 more times. And now for making the last row, row 18, make 1 chain, and again skip the first 2 loops and go to the third loop and make 1 slip stitch. To make a slip stitch, grab the yarn, pull it through, and then pull that through the loop on the hook. Again, go to the next loop, pull the yarn through, and then pull that through this loop on the hook, and at the end make 1 slip stitch into the magic ring. So insert the hook into the magic ring, pull up a loop from that, and then pull through this loop on the hook to create the last slip stitch, and row 18 is finished, and our heart is finished. Now we're going to close the magic ring, so pull this beginning tail tightly to close the hole completely. Now I'm going to fasten off, so make a chain, with the working yarn, and cut the yarn. Pull that and tighten this chain, and the first heart is ready. Now I'm going to turn my work to the back and tie these 2 tails together. Tie them once and twice, and the first heart is ready. I made another piece such as this one, but I didn't make any chain after closing the magic ring because we're going to join these 2 pieces together with the same yarn. So don't make any chain and don't fasten off the yarn, and place these 2 pieces back to back. And then I'm going to join the first 30 chains of the first row from this piece to the last 3 slip stitches of the last row of the second piece. So insert the hook into the first chain between 2 loops of that here, and insert that into the last slip stitch from the next piece and join them together in this way. Go to the next chain between 2 loops of that and insert the hook under the front loop of next slip stitch, grab the yarn, pull it through and pull that through the slip on the hook to create 1 slip stitch. I'm going to join next chain, the back loop of that, to the front loop of slip stitch of other piece, and yarn over, pull through. And then we're going to join each row of this piece to each row of the other piece. So go at top of first row here and insert the hook into this loop, and then insert the hook into the loop of front piece, grab the yarn, pull it through and pull through the loop on the hook. Now we have 1 chain at the beginning of next row, join that to this chain at the beginning of row of other piece. Then go at top of next row and insert the hook into this loop, the back loop, and then join that to the front loop of the other piece. And continue this work. If you have any chain at the beginning of each row, join them together. Continue joining to reach the end. Before reaching to the last point, we need to place these tails inside of the work and then insert fillings and then continue joining to reach the end. I joined 2 pieces together completely, and now at the end make a chain and cut the yarn and pull that and tighten this knot. And now I'm going to attach the keyring. And now our beautiful heart keychain is ready. I hope you like that. Please don't forget to subscribe to my channel, like the video and leave a comment. Have a wonderful day.